Let me thank you for putting the program this afternoon. I just landed from a place called Barbuda in Antigua, Barbuda, for a meeting of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Authority. And I want to tell you that the EC dollar is extremely strong. The highest is 97% backed. Our currency is backed every dollar by 97 cents. One of the strongest currencies in the world. I also want to apologize for being late. Thank you for changing the time this afternoon. But when I asked the minister to change this afternoon, I knew that there were people here who wanted an excuse to stay for carnival. So the excuse would be there'd be no flights. So I'm glad that they stayed and they'll enjoy carnival. Let me recognize my cabinet colleagues, the Minister of External Affairs, the Minister for Equity, the Minister of Finance, and the Minister of Agriculture, the Ambassador in Taiwan, our friends from abroad, from all the insurance companies here this afternoon. But I want to recognize the people from Sterling, the Smith family. And, you know, the Sterling people, the Smith people, they've spoken about insurance for a very long time. And they've always been making suggestions as to insurance products. And a very long time ago, when I spoke to him, his hair wasn't like that yet. we spoke about insurance products. And then he mentioned about agriculture insurance. He mentioned about the pooling of insurance for the buildings. And I'm very happy that he's involved in that venture. I think in my office also. Yeah, in my office also, one day. And then when he left, I said to myself, it sounded like a salesman. But it's all good. It's all good. Also, I know that we're speaking about insurance, but the insurance landscape in the region is right now in a perilous state, in that with the frequency of climate change, it's very difficult to get insurance coverage, very difficult. I know the hotels suffer from that problem, and the premiums, and if you look at the figures in St. Lucia, the premiums are rising all the time. So I want to, so that risk is shared by the government and the insurance company. So it's a mark of confidence that the insurance company have come together with a strategic alliance and to prepare and to have an insurance product for the farmers of St. Lucia. I want to thank them for doing that. St. Lucia has got a long history of banana farmers. And I remember there was a prime minister who said that the country was in transition when we moved from bananas, which was called green gold, to services. During that time, it was tourism. And he made a point that the economy was in transition. And I never forget the harshness of the opposition when he said the economy was in transition. It was really in transition because we sold our bananas in a protected market to Europe for several years. And it was a matter of planting bananas, cutting them, and sending them to England, and the English market accepted everything. So we had a flow of foreign exchange that came in every week. Basically, every week or two, there was a flow of foreign exchange that came into our economy and developed the rural community, Miku, Denri. That was the base of banana production, and that money in the economy caused the development in the north of the country. So we've got a long history of bananas. And a banana farmers were never really recognized for the work, for the input in the economy of this country. They were never recognized enough because it was green gold that developed this economy. It was green gold long before tourism. It was banana farming that developed this country. So I think right now, with the government trying its best to cause the farmers to stay in bananas, albeit to sell to a different market, but to encourage them. Because the most devastating thing is to get up in the morning and you find that your entire crop is wiped out and you have nothing, you really don't have anything. So this insurance vehicle that we are putting together is something that to show our confidence in the farmer, our belief that farming is sustainable, our belief that young people should go into farming. And talking about young people going into farming, last week we set up or began a new form of agricultural innovation for the young people of the country. So you know what government is doing is working with a plan. You protect what you have, you innovate, but at the same time, you protect the people, which is the basis of our existence, protecting and caring for people. And this is why we made a commitment that the government will make the initial payment for pension plan for the fisher folk of this country. We think it's extremely important. So working with the NIC, and possibly we can have some alliance with and probably with some insurance company. So you can work with the NIC to have a sustainable pension plan for the farmers of St. Lucia. So I really want to thank all those involved. I want to pay tribute to the Minister of Agriculture and his team in the Ministry of Agriculture and our friends in agriculture, Taiwanese and all our friends in agriculture. I noticed, one thing struck me, I noticed a young lady on and this is a serious signal. It's a serious signal. And I also noticed a young lady as a master of ceremonies. So we are changing the concept of agriculture, changing the concept of agriculture, changing it to such that young people, and this is why it's very important, we've instructed the people in the youth economy to find some means to get young people involved in agriculture, particularly in the innovation steps that we set up last week. So let's thank everyone, thank all the partners, and I like the strategic alliance with CARICOM countries, working with the CARICOM Secretariat, and working with insurance companies in the region and internationally. We can only build it if we form these forms of alliances. These alliances where we work together, exchange expertise, exchange knowledge, exchange technology. So good luck, Minister, and the Minister has no choice but to work hard. Because in our business, you have to produce. So the Minister is producing, and then we know that what he's producing for is our food security. It's very important for our food security. And this school year, we're going to launch a program or a banana a day for every child to cause our banana farmers to give them a market, a show market. So every child, you know, young people, some people may not know that there was a saying that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Right? So we're saying that a banana a day keeps the doctor away. So my pronouncement of eating bananas, I stand by it. And every school child will now eat a banana a day.